Alright, let me tell you how I ended up in the hospital for 3 nights. First of all, I'm gonna start off by thank you for the support for the last 2 videos. But nah, for real though. I'm gonna make some coffee. Put some water. What the heck going on with this thing, bro?
A few moments later.
I don't know what's going on with this thing, so we're gonna make a quick call to Molly.
Hello?
Hello? Can you
Hi.
see me? I have hit the button, it's on if you can see it clearly, right?
Yeah.
And then press the button.
Okay. Open it. Lift it up. Is that a new pod?
Yeah.
Okay, now close it. Is it flashing?
Yeah.
Now hit the button. There you go.
Yeah. That's the coffee's making right there. My sister got me a Christmas gift, but it was late. Let's see what I got in the package. I got what I was thinking. She got me the same one? No way. I see Daddy Louie. Thank you, Natasha, if you're watching this, but here's the one Natasha gave me. And this is the one Molly gave me. Pretty dope. Yeah. We got the coffee right here. I'm gonna add some creamer. I really don't know how much creamer I should really be adding to this. So I'll just put... I'll mess with it. Okay. I might have to put some little azúcar. Diabetes, please do not give me. Oh. Molly tripping, cuz. This thing right here buzzing. Let me begin where this problem started happening. So, I started going to the gym, like you've seen the videos, well, you've seen a video, and it was all fine. I was working out with Huff, doing a workout. I haven't worked out for six months. I haven't ran or anything for 6 months. Monday night, as you can see, I was making that little coffee, opening my sister gift. I get a call from Huff. He's like, yo, better come hoop at Spookings. So I show up there. I might put a little video in there. I'm gonna get my ass whooped because that's only I recorded it. That shit was ass. Horrible. I go to the store, pick up some stuff from my mom, get home, and I had this horrible pain in my chest. All of a sudden, I'm sitting in bed. I cannot lay on my right side or my left side. I feel like somebody just straight up just opened in my chest. I was like, oh shit, you might having a heart attack. Like, hey, I want to go to the hospital. I don't feel good. And she's like, alright. We get to the hospital around like 1:30 in the morning. It was like, yeah, your heartbeat is at 250. They did an echo scan, right?
I did an echocardiogram, an EKG, an chest x-ray. Yeah, and everything turned up normal. So the doctors came in and essentially they said that he was having severe muscle breakdown, and it was affecting his heart. Because obviously, like, if he's having chest pain and his heart enzymes are up, that means something is affecting his heart. He has all of this muscle breakdown in his body. It's called rhabdomyolysis, so that is like his official diagnosis. And pretty much they just had him on 24/7 IV normal saline just to like flush out all of that broken down muscle. So he was peeing like a horse, literally peeing so much.
Like, they would give me so much, like, my fingers look like sausages.
Wow. Oh my gosh, it's swollen as hell.
The worst thing happened.
She comes in, and she was basically just like, we're gonna put a new IV in you to put it in like a more comfortable spot, but we're gonna have to keep that one in because you're a 20-year-old with heart issues, so we just want you to have 2 IVs in case anything happens.
She puts it in, and like, it hurts, and I'm holding Molly's hand, right? I'm holding Molly's
You're not
hand.
holding it, you're squeezing it.
I'm squeezing it, and then she fucking, like, I had a feeling that she, like, moved it a little bit, like, to the side, and I feel that motherfucker. And then she goes, like, the nurse goes, like, is it hurting? Because, what she said, is it hurting?
She was like, is it hurting because it's an IV and it hurts and it's uncomfortable, or are you in, like, pain?
Yeah,
Or...
I told her, I'm in pain. So, like,
yeah.
I'm trying to calm myself down, like, I was like, it's okay, bro, just an IV. So I'm like, holding there, my feet, I start going like this with my feet, like.
So, okay, listen. So I'm sitting on the end of the bed, like holding his hand facing him, and all of a sudden he starts like kicking me. He's thrashing his head around. He was like damn near unconscious at this point. He's like on the bed, like I said, he was thrashing his head back and forth. He kept saying he's dizzy, he's lightheaded, he felt nauseous, felt like he was gonna throw up. His whole neck was like dripping in sweat.
It was like somebody had a torch on my head just going around. And then Molly said, I was like, Molly, can you get away? And I was like, let me get some water. The span of like 3 seconds of me looking at the nurse and saying whatever happened to my heartbeat, 8 people just showed up in my room. I'm like, what the heck?
So he was on telemetry monitors, which basically is all of those little sticky things that go on your heart. So while we're in here and all this is happening, our nurse gets a call, and basically the person who's watching his heart rhythm says his heart rate just dropped down to the 20s, and she said that his heart stopped beating like for 6 to 7 second periods, multiple times. That is not normal. Like, that is very scary. So they called a code. They called a rapid response. So everybody on the floor was outside of his room. They had to bring in somebody to get a rapid EKG on his heart. After they get the picture of his heart, they were like, it looks normal. It looks like your heart is beating fine. It was just his heart rate was still super low. It was like barely climbing up 30s to the 40s. So the nurse practitioner comes up to him at the bedside, and she was like, okay, Nick, when you were getting the IV put in, did you bear down like you were about to have a bowel movement? And his ass, he's like looking at her like, the fuck are you talking about? So I say, Nick, did you squeeze like you were trying to take a shit?
Yeah,
and he goes, oh, yeah, definitely. So basically what happened is when she was putting that IV in him, he was squeezing everything in his body so hard. Squeezing me, squeezing, like tightening, tensing everything, that he literally forced himself basically to pass out. He didn't pass out, but all of his body systems started to shut down. So that was very traumatic for me, and I'm sure for him as well, but literally afterward, like, it wasn't even that bad.
But the reason I say it wasn't that bad is like, I felt myself, and I was like kind of like unconscious, but at the same time, I knew what was going on. I just knew I had to calm myself down.
Yeah.
Because I was getting super nervous when I'm about to get sick.
Yeah, so it was actually fucking terrible. So after that, it was pretty uneventful. Like, he just went to sleep. Everything was fine. So Thursday, he got discharged, but he needs a cardiac MRI to make sure that his heart isn't inflamed. He needs an inflammatory workup to make sure that he doesn't have any underlying chronic inflammatory conditions. He has a follow-up appointment with the cardiologist this coming Friday. So he's not allowed to go back to work for at least a week until his follow-up appointment, and then they'll either clear him or not. He's not allowed to exercise for
2 to 3
probably
weeks.
2 or 3 weeks. So he really just needs to be taking it easy right now.
So that was the vlog.
That's the story time.
I'm out of here. Yeah.